what they thought was wealth was just riches. How real is your wealth? Why? We've had a lot of people that have gone around making people believe that they are wealthy, and all of a sudden we suddenly realize that the wealth seemed to have disappeared. So the question you then need to ask yourself is, how real is your wealth? So when I started out as a young man, there are many things I tried, there are many things I explored, and there were many mistakes that I made. But over a period of time, I've been able to come into a place where I know what works for me and where I know what is stable and sustainable, so I don't get into some stuff anymore. But you see, when I look at young people today and I see how a lot of people get involved in all kinds of volatile stuff just because it seems to be the fad, it seems to be the rainy stuff, I sit down and I say, don't worry, they will learn. And I watch people refusing to listen. 6 years later, 8 years later, they come back to zero love. So we have today people that have handled millions before, but right now they have nothing to show for the millions they have handled. Why? Because what they thought was wealth was just riches. So they have not been able to have real. So how real is your wealth? So let me help you think through this. Just taking you through some thinking. Just think. You are a millionaire in quotes, and all your money is in the stock market. How real is your wealth? So a lot of people, all they have that they are calling themselves wealthy is portfolio wealth. They have bought shares here, they bought shares there, they bought shares there, and there's nothing wrong in that. But when we are talking about wealth, that is not really wealth, though. That is in the realm of riches. Because when you have money in the stock market and you have shares of this company, shares of that company, it's very powerful. It helps you to become rich. It helps you to have income. It helps you to make money. It helps you to grow your money. But when we are talking of real wealth, don't sit down in that realm, because if the stock market crashes or that company falls up, you can move from 1 billion to 200 million. I think it was last year or 2 years ago when Facebook had a glitch for a few hours, and they said that the wealth of Zuckerberg was wiped out by like 7 billion just in a matter of hours or days or something. Now, so that's an example. So many people that are saying they are wealthy, how real is your wealth? Let's go to cryptocurrency, digital wealth. Elon Musk today, Elon Musk tomorrow. So we have a lot of young people that are making so much money. They've done crypto, they've done Bitcoin, they've done, no problem. But when we are talking of sustaining wealth, it's not inside stock market or inside crypto that you will sustain wealth. Because all these things are so volatile. They have their place. They are not wrong. You can use them on your journey to make money, to increase the money. But when it comes to wealth that is sustainable, you have to ask yourself, how real is your wealth? Because I was in a meeting, I think it was 2 years ago or thereabout. That's what today it was. The meeting was in January, and within 3 weeks, something shifted. I was in that meeting and I was talking about, the importance of real estate and this and that. And a man asked a question. And I said, what's the question? He said, sir, I follow you, but I see that you have this bias for real estate. You're always talking real estate. But you see, cryptocurrency is real. There's so much money in cryptocurrency. It's so real. So what do you have to say? Because every time you just be talking real estate. So when they finished, I said, well, I just want to ask you a question. Right now, as you are talking to me right now, how much is your total net worth in that crypto world? He said, I have like 38 million. I said, wow, wonderful. I said, so how many houses do you have? He said, I don't have a house. I'm a tenant, but I pay my bills. I said, you are a poor man. I said, you are a poor man. I said, look, I will advise you. If you truly have 38 million in crypto, go and remove 30 million now, cash. Go and buy 2 bungalows at 15 million. And then begin to make money from it. That is a cash flow producing asset. And then let the remaining 5 to 7 million in crypto continue to grow. He said, no, you don't understand. I said, all this, do you know what happened in less than 3 weeks? That crypto thing crashed. And then I got an email, and the man was insulting me and fighting me. And he said, sir, I'm the one that asked you a question, but I thought they said you are a pastor. When you knew that the crypto was going to crash, why didn't you tell me? You are now telling me to go and sell 30 million. So you already knew that it was going to crash. And I'm like, hey, baby, see me see trouble. How real is your wealth? How real is your wealth? Let me take you to another thought dimension, because we have to do, because sustaining wealth. I've been around for a while. Hey, he's a rich man, she's a rich woman. Let's wait now, 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, 50. Let's find out whether you are still there. So if you are into portfolio wealth, you need to have a rethink of how to position that portfolio. Number two, if you are into digital wealth, you need to have a rethink on how to position that digital wealth.